Hello, my lovelies. My name is Nettle, and welcome to my channel. This is my small, cozy space where I hope to share my gaming experiences with you. Please bear with me, this is my very first time uploading to YouTube, and I'm feeling a little nervous, but I'm really glad you're here. So today we'll be going on a tour of my home in Animal Crossing New Horizons. With the 3.0 update coming soon, I'm feeling especially inspired and excited about everything that's on the way, like the new items and the hotel. I'm quite disappointed we won't be getting any more custom codes. Well, the slots anyway, not more custom codes. But I'm hoping to because I was hoping to download Slumber Island specific codes, so I could let my nephew and my nieces make their own tiny islands and do whatever they wanted. But yeah, unfortunate, but that's the way it is, I guess. But I will be away when the update releases. I'll be on holiday. But I'm looking forward to playing as soon as I'm back. I would have an extra week off, so that's a lot of game time. But yeah, for now, I'd love to share this little corner of my island with you, so let's begin. But yeah, today we're going to tour my house, and actually I should probably introduce my island first. My island is named Hemlock. This is supposed to be my forever island. I started it back in 2023 when I was sick in bed for about a week, and I just wanted to play a game, but I didn't have the strength to get out of bed. Otherwise I would have been on my PlayStation. So I thought, why not just get back into Animal Crossing. I'm hoping to get a Steam Deck at some point, either next year or who knows, the next 2 years. We'll see. But yeah, because this is going to be my forever island, I was trying to find the perfect island. I wanted, airport lined up with resident services. I wanted a yellow airport. It's the one that looks nicest to me. I find the orange, the blue, and especially the green to be a bit too bright for my eyes. So the yellow was the best bet, And, the layout of my island, I have done some terraforming, so this isn't what the original one looked like. And yeah, I'm happy with it. The only other thing is I wanted the pier to be on the left side, because I've never had an island with the pier on that side. It's always been on right, but every left side island just either didn't have the yellow airport, or if it did have a yellow airport, it didn't match up to resident services, which I know it's not an important thing, but it's my island. I wanted it perfect for me. But yeah, I found this one and I was like, you know what? I think it took me 2-3 days. Genuinely took me 2 to 3 days to find this one, and I was tired and I just wanted to play, so I went with this one. As for the name, I wanted something witchy and nature themed. That way I could just, lean into a darker island, Halloween theme, or like a full-on forest without needing to restart. I feel Hemlock, I can't even talk. I feel like Hemlock was just good for me. But yeah, believe me, I restarted so many times, and although the first few days are really chill and extra cozy, it does get a lot more fun when you unlock more things. Oh, look at all my villagers just walking around. But yeah, the original version of Hemlock was quite cramped, and I just wanted something more open. I may have a couple of enclosed areas here and there, but I mostly want to be able to run around without getting stuck. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. As you can see, I have the yellow airport, Um, this is a flag code I found on Instagram years ago, and I always saved the creator's code. I think it's called Where I Should Be or Where I Belong, and I just thought that's so cute. And my house kind of has these colors. So I thought, you know, maybe it's a painting of my house. I would eventually like to make my own flag design. I may try. I have tried in the past and I am so bad at pixel art. But it doesn't hurt to try again. But yeah, let's look at my map first. So that's me, Nettle. We have Genji, who is my birthday twin. He's in every island that I've ever had. And Kiki as well. She's in every island. And I think everyone else has pretty much switched out. But these are the ones who will stay with me forever. But yeah, we have Pearl, Marshall, Ken, Dobby or Dobby. I'm going to call him Dobby. I think that's a bit easier to remember. Deirdre, Bo, Sylvana, and Dottie. But yeah, I think I've I love that these two keep having a conversation. I don't want to spoil it in case I say something wrong. They did have one before I started recording and they were both happy with the outcome, so let's leave them alone, I guess. But yeah, let's go. I've waffled on for so long. Let's start the actual tour. So here we are in the living room slash dining room. On the right we have a kotatsu table. I think it's just called kotatsu. It's sort of supposed to represent my culture in a way. I am South Asian, Bengali, and we like to have family gatherings, and usually we put down a mat with cushions and so on the floor, and we serve tea and dinner, food, anything like that, and just have a chat. I have fond memories from childhood when everyone still lived at home. We all ate at the same time. One of my older sisters still follows this tradition, so I love having a feast whenever I'm over at her house. Yeah, let's have a good look. Of course, no dinner is complete without several bottles of water. Growing up, my parents discouraged drinking fizzy drinks, so we usually had juice, but mostly water. Now this plate is interesting. It's actually it's quite a strange thing. So as oh my god, I'm stumbling. As I mentioned, I'm Bengali and we actually have a lot of plates and bowls and so on with a, you know, white background, blue design. And this particular set seems to be really popular with other Bengalis. And I remember a couple of years ago, there were so many social media posts of Bengali people saying, hey, do you have this in your house? Why do we all have it? No one knows. Somebody out there was the first to buy this set. And I guess we all just followed them for some reason. I don't know. But it's cute. It was nice to see people bonding over strangers. You know, people we'd never met bonding over a plate set. A lovely, lovely area to sit, watch TV, or just, you know, have a conversation, chill out. Oh, sorry about the camera. I'm trying to get used to it. But yeah, here is a picture of Mitzi. I really love her. But I wanted my villagers to have a more natural look to them. Blue isn't really natural, even though we have things like Russian blue cats. I just wanted the natural look. I know. Don't hate me. I do think maybe at some point I might change up my villagers. It would be nice to change the theme. As I said, I could go for a Halloween one. Then she would be perfect. And by the way, I have completed Happy Home Paradise. So all of my villagers' homes are decorated. But I don't remember if Mitzi is on my island or not. I don't have her amiibo, so I can't exactly invite her. But yeah, I think that's everything. Each room has a song playing, and I also have the record displayed. So this room has KK Dirge. I really am sorry about the camera movements. I'm trying. But we are going to go to the left first, and this is the bathroom. And one thing I've realized is this room does not have any windows. Yeah, well, we're going to pretend there are windows, okay? None of my rooms have windows. They have fake windows. If that makes sense, I guess you'll see what I mean. Ta-da! I love this room so much, which is quite surprising because in The Sims, I disliked decorating bathrooms. I would just copy and paste the design. You know, from the sheer lack of creativity, I just did not know what to do with bathrooms. So, yeah. I'm really happy with this. I wish this was my bathroom. But yeah, this window code, I found it on Pinterest and I had to sacrifice quite a few slots for this, but it's totally worth it. I think it was worth it. I only have it in this room. I wanted it in my bedroom, but it didn't work out. So this is the only room with this lovely window. And this shoji divider originally was a partition wall, but it made the room feel a little closed off. While this way it's open, but it still has that privacy, I guess. And it's playing Stale Cupcakes, one of my favorite songs in this game. My other favorite song is playing in another room of the house, so stay tuned to find out what that is. But yeah, this is such a cute and cozy room. I also have these, I think it's supposed to be bubbles or sparkles for the bath. And a little gyroid as well. Yeah. Oh, my my bathrobe and slippers, of course. Yeah, I'm very jealous of my character. I want this in real life, please. We are now going to head over to the conservatory. So for most of my life, I've lived in a flat slash apartment. And I have vague memories of a house that we lived in when I was fairly young. And when we lived outside of London. Ever since we moved to London, it's always been flats and apartments. And so my parents used to grow flowers in our balcony when I was about 7 or 8, I want to say. I don't remember how old I was actually. But I do have a picture of myself, one of my older sisters, and my dad holding my newborn brother. So this must have been back in the early 90s. Wow, I feel so old. But yeah, being a kid, I was really silly. And I decided to hide half of my face behind a flower. And I remember my older sister telling me off, and my dad's like, just please take the picture. I was so mischievous as a kid. Not so much now, but there is a hint of it sometimes, you know. But yeah, it's oh, here is the other window code. I think it's called Botanical Room or something. I can always try to find them again. But yeah. These plant codes as well look so good in the, I think it's called the framed photo or picture. I had no idea you could add design codes on them until I saw them, I think on Instagram or Pinterest somewhere. And for that reason, I wanted to find custom designs for them. I don't think I can turn on... Yeah, I can't. I have to squeeze past. It's fine. I don't like the sound of the running water, so this is the best I could do. The song in this room, I believe, is KK Dub. Yeah, I can see it right there. Oh, the gyroid in this room is called Petaloid. Adorable. What else can I say? Just adorable. So we are now in the heart of the home. My parents ensured we all learned to cook from an early age. My dad was a chef for many years and used to host a lot of dinners back in the 90s and early 2000s. He's retired now, so he'll do that only during holidays and I guess special events. But yeah, those were very, very fun. So much food. So much good food. But yeah, our tiny kitchen used to have a pull-out table. This is what it's supposed to be, but it didn't look anything like this. We did have a few mismatched chairs here and there. But again, I have memories of my parents cooking. And when they were done, they'd call for me and my sisters and we'd go help set up the table. We'd just jump up from whatever we were doing. Usually back in those days, it was reading books or watching TV. You know, we didn't have internet at home. There was no Wi-Fi, so we did what we could. Yeah, the kitchen was the best place to be. Even when family and friends visited, this was where everyone wanted to hang out. I think there's just something really cozy about a tiny kitchen and the kettle's boiling. You've got plates of biscuits being handed out and juice for the kids. I think I forgot to mention, but I'm trying to have themes of like Britishness, you know. I am British and I want to incorporate that into my home and my island. And I guess my own culture, my Bengali culture, where I can. Yeah, a very packed kitchen, very homey. I could go on, but I won't. And the song playing in this room is called KK Polka. I also forgot to mention that each room has artwork. I decided on that fruit, I think. Fruit and sunflower, of course, by Van Gogh. I don't know why I picked this gyroid. I think it just looked cute and it didn't sound weird, but now it does sound weird. I don't know. I may or may not keep it. We'll see. We are now heading upstairs to my bedroom. But yeah, I think I've put everything down. I've like this amazing bed, you know, place to hang out. A reading corner and a desk, of course. And you may have noticed a typewriter. I decided against a gaming desk in favor of this because I wanted to be a writer for many years. My passion for writing is still there, but I never share my work. I've never wanted to share my work. I guess it's because I always wrote for myself, not for anyone else. It would be nice to be published, but I've never finished any novels that I've ever started. I think I'm better at short stories. Who knows, maybe one day I'll try it again, but not anytime soon. Anyway, the song playing is Spring Blossoms, and it has the, I think it's called Echo Effect, and this really gives the room a dreamy and relaxing sound. And also the whistleoid, let me show you, he's up there. Then the whistleoid also goes with it as well. But yeah, this is my favorite room in the house. And yeah, as you can see, so many books. The entire wall is is a bookshelf. I wish we could have 2 accent walls, because I would have loved to add this library to this side as well. But since we could only have one, it went over here, since this is my reading and writing section. With the, I think they are donuts. They're called Berliners, but they look like jam donuts. Let me sit here. But yeah, it's very, very lovely. I should mention there's stockings here. I don't celebrate Christmas, but I thought these were so cute as decoration. And you know, I do have so many socks and tights. One can never have enough. And of course, there's a cozy jumper to match on this side. And my my witch's hat over here with my lovely purple flowers. I hope you like this room as much as I do. And now we're gonna go to the very last room, which is well, you'll see. It's a spooky basement. I've never had any basement. I've never been in a basement. But this room is inspired by my mum's friend's house. She used to have a room in her house that had no windows, and it was quite small, but her kids and the friends used it as a sort of hangout room. They had a TV and games and all sorts of toys, especially teddy bears. To this day, I dislike teddy bears. They remind me of this room, and this room used to have a strange smell. I guess it was from no ventilation or window. Oh, I've just noticed I was supposed to have a dolly in here. There's supposed to be a doll, and she's supposed to be the fortune teller. I'll have to add her. She's supposed to sit here. She's supposed to be the fortune teller. Oh well. But yeah, the witchy things in here are more something that I just take an interest in. I like the idea of witches and magic, healing, and I guess even the bad ones that hex people. I just love witches in all kinds of media. The song in this room is Lucky KK. I couldn't find anything really appropriate for this room. I wanted sort of whimsy, but not too scary. And this seems okay. I'm actually not too oh, we're gonna ignore the skeleton. Skeleton or bones? I think it's bones in the corner. Yeah, we're gonna say bones. But yeah, that brings us to the end of today's little tour. Thank you so much for spending time with me Really means a lot, especially for my very first video. I'd love to know which room was your favorite, or if there's anything you'd like to see in the future. If you enjoyed this cozy little tour, feel free to like the video or subscribe. I'd love to see you here again. Thank you, and I hope to share more of my gaming moments with you very soon. Bye for now. Bye.